Hey everybody, what is going on? It is Dunbar Snack Bar here with some MLB 2K12 in my player mode with Timmy Timmons. Now I've got a lot of positive feedback on making the switch to center field. You guys really wanted to see that. So we're going to take a look here and see if another game ends up being just what you guys think that it is. Because I want to make sure that if this is what you guys want to see, this is what we're going to do. Now I'm going up against Strasburg in this one. Man, it's already going to be tough for me here because my attributes are still pretty low. Nothing to get too excited about. And then I'm going against one of the most elite pitchers you're going to find in the NL East. So, I don't have too high of expectations for this game. That's kind of sad that I've had to start off the last two videos with that. 6 RBIs. That's not bad. I need to get a little bit better. Wow, 99-mile-an-hour fastball. This is going to be tough. We'll see how I do here in this one. Second inning, 1 out. Oh, why did I swing at that one? It's embarrassing. That's the one thing about my player, though. It's no matter what happens, I've got to show it to you guys. So, I don't milk this at all. I don't cut things out when I swing at something I shouldn't. Oh, get a hit here in the right field. That's going to be a single for me. I was a little worried that I was going to get thrown out, though, because I am so slow right now. I'm going to be staying slow. Now, I am doing a lot better, actually, than in AA. Because every time I get an opportunity to have one of those workout days where you can kind of enhance some of your attributes, I always go with base running. So this is something I get a stolen base here because runners were on first and third and less than 1 out. And every time you kind of go with that, doesn't matter who it is, you can get a stolen base. So that is going to be 1 run for us. I'm going to get over to third. 2 outs, though. I'm not really too excited about it. So we'll kind of see what happens here. Hopefully I'll be able to get home and get a run. That'd be kind of nice. But my pitcher is up at the plate right now, so I don't have too high confidence with this. I mean, he's got 30 contact, 30 power, I think is what that said. And he gets it right to the first baseman. Strasburg touching the bag. And I was 1 step away from home. And I stopped. I think I'd at least have the decency to wait a little bit and touch home plate. Anyway, here I am right in the middle of the Washington Nationals W in center field. Now, I've played a couple games since the last video that I posted. So, I'm kind of getting a little more used to center field. I still got to figure out what direction I got to... Well, I mean, obviously know what direction, but kind of just working on the angles of trying to run down a ball that goes into the gap. I don't want to necessarily make the same mistake last game where I ended up giving up a triple because I cut at the wrong time, cut way too early. Ball goes right past me, hits the wall, and I'm just chasing it. So another high fly ball. Be able to run over this one, catch it. A lot of fly balls, of course. Every once in a while, you know, I'll have a little hit that goes out my way. I have to run it down, get it into the infield pretty quick. All right. So here's another chance for me at bat. 193, so my batting average is steadily increasing. I don't like being below 200. Hopefully in this game I'll be able to get above 200. Now last at bat, of course, I got the hit against Strasburg, which means that there is a possibility I can get another hit. All right, that one going deep in the right, though. Not cool. Now, of course, when it goes to that side of the field, that means I'm swinging a little late. That's not a surprise when he's got a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. It probably gets higher, too, as we kind of get into this part of the game anyway. So I'll just have to make some changes here. Now, here's what I was talking about. Every once in a while, I get a ground ball like this. Now, runner's going to come home and score. Wasn't really going to try and throw it home. Because who knows? Maybe the runner would have gone from second to third, and we'd be looking at another run. So we're still down in this one. But it is 2-1 in the 6th inning with 2 outs. And on this 0-2 pitch, of course, something's going to be coming my way. So I'm just sitting here all excited. Get ready for probably a pop-up. What do you know? But this one I got to run down considerably. Anytime I see something 40 feet or more, I know I'm going to be running for a ways to get over to that one. And so I got to hope that I'm headed in the right direction, heading at the right angle. That's something that's absolutely huge with that, is just getting that angle down, making sure I go exactly where I need to. All right, so here's another opportunity for me to get a base hit in the 7th inning. Strasburg's in for 88 pitches, so I don't expect him to be in the game too much longer. Good mixture between a fastball and a curve. But that one I take into left field. That one was really, really close to the fingers. You ever done that where you, like, swung your bat, you were holding on to it, and the ball hits your knuckles. That hurts so bad. I know a lot of people who broke their fingers doing that. But I bring in the tying run with that one. That's kind of nice. And they decided to bring out Strasburg, so we'll kind of see how that's going to change things. Not necessarily for me, but my team as a whole. There he is running in. All right, I should probably just skip that. You guys really don't want to watch him run in. Unless you do, which in that case, I'm sorry. All right, it's taking a pretty big lead. Now, with him being a lefty, of course, I got to worry about first base a little bit more because it's easier for him to pick me off. So, man, I don't have a goal. Come on, they got to try and steal a base. Got to do a hit and run, something to advance me. It's probably smart they're not making me steal, though. I wish I could steal, but I can't. All right, so I've already got 2 hits this game. Been doing a lot better, actually, than the last few games I've been playing. I think the last time I had more than 1 hit was the first Major League game that I played. So this is nice. Maybe I just started off the Major Leagues after my first game in a slump. Maybe it'll get better from here. Maybe it won't. Good hit going into center field. That'll get me over to second. I'm not, of course, going to try and go over to third. When I'd head over to third right when the center fielder has the ball. All right, so 1 out. Pitcher's up. It's one of those instances here, not too excited, but laying down the bunt. I'm heading over to third. All right, so runners on second and third now with 2 outs. So the hitter in the number 1 spot coming up. You usually put a guy in here who can get on base pretty frequently and also has a lot of speed. Now, contact though 65. So that's not really too promising either. But they're going to walk him anyway. So base is loaded now with 2 outs. All right, so we're going to see what happens here. Man, then he's on a cold streak too. This can't get any worse for me. I don't like batting so low in the lineup. I know I probably deserve it when you look at my batting average and my overall attributes compared to everybody else, but still, it's not cool because you have absolutely no faith for anybody who hits after you. Especially when it's like a pitcher or something like that, that makes it even worse. Now, who knows? Maybe something might come along one day where I decide, you know what, maybe the Mets is not my team. I go to an American League team. Now, I don't expect myself to be still batting 7th by the time something like that would happen. I mean, that would be a couple years or more down the road. But then I might feel a little bit more comfortable about the people who head after me. Ah, foul ball. I got to go back. It's going to be caught anyway. So that's going to go ahead and end things for this inning. So we'll kind of take a look here. Of course, I'm going to have another fielding situation. But like I said, I'm liking the adjustment in center field. I'm liking how this is working, how it's playing out. I think I'm definitely going to stay in center field here for a little bit. Just a nice leisurely walk over to the right, making the catch, getting the out, getting the skill points. All right, so still tied as we are in the 8th inning. Fielding situation for me here with no outs. I got to be very careful about how I catch this ball because if I don't get there in time and the computer has to do some kind of animation, then they're going to be able to tag up in advance like they do right here. Now, that one wasn't necessarily my fault because I did have to go ahead just run straight back to catch that one. There's really nothing I could have done. All right, so Washington getting one more run here. It is 3-2, 1 out. I get a chance to help out my team. Really be a team player right here. My goal is to get an extra base hit, as it should be every time I come up to the plate. Getting an extra base hit is nice. It's high pop fly into center field. I'm glad that I'm getting a little bit more distance, though, with my hits. That is something that's promising, because a lot of times when you spend those attribute points, you really don't see anything come about from it, but over time you do. Now we end up losing this one here 3-2, so team as a whole not been doing too hot, but hopefully things will change as I get better. Now, like I said, first game with multiple hits since the first game, so this is a pretty good game for me. I appreciate you guys watching. More Timmy Timmons videos, of course, to come down the road. So again, thank you for watching. I really mean that, and you guys are awesome. You really are, and I hope you have a good one.